afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dana, Master of Propaganda, Hero of the Reich, and Defender of the Fatherland. We're over here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Arnhem Checkpoint. Yeah, briefly forgot that one, that's embarrassing. But anyways, a 1 vs 1 here between, in the south, Sheepeh fighting for the Wehrmacht, for the Reich, for the Kampfgruppe Gruber. Here with elite troops, mobile defense, and Ostrom Doctrine versus in the north, Danny Boy fighting here for the United States of America for the 2nd Infantry Division, tasked with holding the checkpoint against the Wahl attack of the Krauts. Sheepeh by going for 1 MD-42, 1 Grenadier here versus Danny's double rifleman. Doctrine, we've got Rifle Company, Recon Support, and Airborne Company versus Sheepeh's, well, elite troops, mobile defense, Ostrom. Briefly forgot there as well. Noting triple Austrian bulletins there versus Danny's triple infantry, including 1 for infantry veterancy there for the riflemen. We have something up there, setting up some tank traps known as Czech hedgehogs, amongst other things. Riflemen down there. The 2nd squad there, moving in there with the M1 Garants. Usual full rifleman squad was 10 men. Of course, this sort of represents more of a fire team of a squad. Usually, though, they sort of pass it up here more quickly. That'd be like the squad leader was a separate entity, then it'd be like 2 guys with a light machine gun, then another bunch, 3 guys with a BAR, 2 sort of acting as scouts, and then the rest was sort of a full section. So, a bit awkward there. Anyways, got MD-42 rushing in for the church. Ready to deliver a sermon of the Teutonic kind. 2nd Grenadier Squad on the way for Sheepeh, heading towards the centre, heading towards the east, keeping the more combat-like troops in the centre. We also got here Danny pushing towards the east, he's sort of more spreading out, sort of trying to envelop the map like a large star-spangled blanket. And there, going MD-42 firing over there, extolling the virtues of the MD-42 and of being German. Achtung! So 2nd Grenadier Squad then rounding up with Kar-98Ks. German squad was also more like centered around 10 men, but of course as the war progressed that became less and less practical, so it sort of was more like around 8, and they were generally sort of more formed up to 1 sort of fire team and then 1 MG team. That's sort of how the more the Germans operated. Panzer squads basically had 2 machine guns, so they basically each formed sort of their own independent units, sort of working together to support each other. Got another Grenadier squad there on the way for Sheepeh. He's losing the fuel point here. His troops are basically too far away. He's pushed too far towards the west, leaving his fuel point here in the east open to the Americans. Advanced under Danny here. Sergeant Thompson advancing. Quickly, guys, secure this area before the Krauts arrive. I don't want to be caught here.
Capture point is being overrun.
But there you go, grabbing points, going for the CoH point there. So basically, Sheepeh here trying to return the favour, shifting more towards the western, perhaps using this as bait, and then sort of more slowly moving here. He's just perhaps adapting to the situation, realising, well, I've already got most of my forces in the west. I might as well push towards there rather than delve back towards the east. And that is very much an option there. Pioneers need to reinforce. Now it's actually shifting what we're going to do, deal with the rifleman there, while he's then pushing over here instead of just darkening down there in the west. So it looks like Sheepeh can't quite decide where he wants to go, or there might be some other motives there behind it. 4th Grenadier Squad there on the way for Sheepeh. 3 riflemen, 2 reactions now for Danny, so some firepower, but also an intent towards grabbing territory, perhaps laying down some barbed wire and some fighting positions here and there as well. There goes Sam, using the tank traps there, but of course the Canadians are using the Orbital Blitz for cover.
Enemy forces are securing our
Flying where the
territory.
reactions can't really help much, that there's basically only 1 window for each man, so they can't really focus far, but there you go, Germans still pretty bad precision rifle that are also bleeding out. Grenadiers here could easily moving up here a bit further versus reactions. In fact, this man's put in such position that 2 reactions could shoot versus them. Perhaps not the wisest play there by Sheepeh. Drawing his men out into the open. Danny strikes, need to get up here behind the tank trap. I do believe he can get up there, but for some reason he's decided to stay out in the open. Bit of a tactically unfortunate decision there. Forcing not doing well. Again, we actually see Danny's reinforced the position with further troops, ensuring that Sheepeh can't just sort of waltz in there. However, he wants to, and there we go. Danny advances, and that's basically forces Sheepeh to sort of break off the assault. Now he's actually losing territory, he's not really getting ground anywhere. The MD-42 is now forced to double back towards here, meaning he has to sort of really pull it off for the Canadians in the west, and he's still not pushing away those riflemen. And again, I mean, there's really no need to sort of try and duke it out with the reactions. They could easily just move up, force away the riflemen, and then focus on the re-echelon, for example. Now it's just a bit silly. My god, they've got carbines at range! We are going to be tickled! Open fire, men, do not approach! Do not approach!
Enemy is taking
But, you know,
our territory.
tactically not the best there, but then he's got MG42 here, rather than sneak about there.
Enemy has broken
Bit
our
risky
supply
here for
lines.
Sheepeh. Certainly taking a bit needless loss, but there we go. We've got a flank left up here for the Pioneers. And there we go, MG42 cutting apart Sergeant Thompson in the middle of the street. It's men leaving him behind because, in the end, Sergeant Thompson was a bit of a dick. They never really liked him. Always kept bragging and stealing their rations.
A capture point is under attack.
Grabbing territory there. So now we're seeing here Sheepeh is really overextending right now. I mean, he's got forces here, 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 and now here as well. I mean, there's no real focus right now for Sheepeh mix perhaps here, but again, his force overextended. One good hit there from Danny could do a lot, and now we got the captain out. We got a pack howitzer up here. Second Infantry Division relying a bit, them some support from a nearby airborne division to provide them with a pack howitzer for some artillery, since apparently Command forgot to provide them with any mortars. Militia versus Riflemen in good progress. And go pack howitzer firing away with the 75mm gun, MG42 firing away there.
A capture point is under attack.
Good bit of shooting. Riflemen pushed away, Grenadiers moving up. And there we go, like to mechanized company. Jawohl. Riflemen moving up there, Grenadiers pushed back, and there we go, losing a few men there as Danny here arrives in full force. There we go, Captain moving up, Grenadiers firing away there, but there we go, Captain on cover. Captain Bob firing away there. But there's Thompson cutting apart those damn Krauts, and there we go, quick rifle grenade though, ends most of their lives. Horrifically. A shrapnel stretched their innards. Nothing here from the likely Megan's company. He could go for a half check, you know, to gain more mobility, but also reinforce from the front line. That would make him harder to push off in some sense, allow him to react better to Danny's approaches. Of course, he could also go for the 2-2, or he could go for the Panzer Grenadiers to add some bloody firepower of the greater magnitude. Medic bunker up there. No sonar option there from either side. They could, of course, consider some things here. We'll, of course, have to see what the final decision is. MG42 they're finding from the cafe. Reactions there found themselves rather in a pickle there behind the fountain. And no amount of throwing coins into it will make those Germans go away there. God damn it, Larry, stop wishing for them for just to sort of die of heart attacks. That's not how it works. You're just wasting your money. And as we up to deal with Riflemen, looks like the Pioneers might try and rush pack out, which is actually quite unguarded and unintended. But now, Danny, there we go, clever boy, clever Danny boy. Rushes out the Stuart there with his captain. Jolly good show there. Pioneers suppressed there. He is getting a pack 40 though, good. At least in that sense, Sheepeh perhaps read the situation rather correctly. Good work there. He could try and advance the MG42 a bit more aggressively, but then again with the Stuart on the way, and again that's probably what he was expecting. You know, he probably should keep it on the defensive footing. But at least he's got a fuel point now, Mr. Sheepeh. At least he's got a fuel point. That's something. I'm also noting no upgrades for Riflemen. I mean, he could look at these. He could try and go for elite troops. I mean, he's got 4 Grenadiers. Elite troops here would be probably one of the best options to work with it, since he'd get, you know, grenades for them all. With stun grenades, he'd get access to grenade, well, Jaeger upgrades. And of course, there's troop training, which all used to quickly get some pentagrams and then buff them up as well. So, I mean, overall, considering his current playstyle, elite troops would probably be the best one to really work with it. I mean, he could go for mobile defense, rush out a Puma, for example, use counter-attack tactics to then sort of more rapidly push back, but part of me would say here, oh, never mind. He goes for another Grenadier squad. Instead of, say, replacing it with Panzer Grenadiers, you know, deciding, oh, well, you know, I could go for something with more bullets per minute, but no. Sheepeh here is taking a bit more orthodoxly to the Grenadiers. Grenadiers are moving up here by the far east of the vineyard, and there we go. Rifle grenade, Rifleman dodges it, of course, that pulls them a bit closer to the Grenadiers. On the other hand, in a pretty bad position there cover-wise, and that might just give Danny's men there the chance to push that. We're really seeing here that Sheepeh is currently rather pushed back, surrounded, penned in like a sheep. Okay. Troops reinforcing, large infantry ports going in from the Kampfgruppe Gruber. Pioneers getting away here for the Grenadiers. Rifles in hand, and a few MP40s. Stuart there milling about gloriously. And rather than under fire, basically here Dan realises that's not going to work out, so he just pulls back. Flammenwerfer opens up there. Hoping to turn that ditch into a barbecue pit, but that doesn't quite work out either. Packouts are close up here, still a bit unattended. But still, territory here working nicely, being taken away there from Sheepeh. So Danny putting up good work there. Still no doctrinal church from either side. We are 10 minutes into the game. 10 minutes. And there we go, veterans 1 for them before 2. Increased damage, increased penetration. Go. Quick bit there. From across the street. And there we go. We actually got weapon upgrades here for Danny. Good choice getting some BARs. A lot of players neglect, getting these weapon racks, but they generally do benefit you. So good work there, good work there. Adding some more firepower to his men. That should definitely allow him to threaten Sheepeh's troops a lot more, and also minimize the effect they have any panzer grenadiers arriving if he also wants to do that. Though he's interesting enough, he's not double upgrading them, which generally tends to be the best. They just get them double BARs and just really just shoot away at those crowds. Sheepeh always on the offensive and always, bit spread out here. Strip running back there. Pack for him up, be able to get it. Setting up the pants up, their cannon. Fire! Panzergranaten! Ah, Scheiße! You missed, Helmut, you missed! What do you think this is? Shooting gallery in Wuppertal? You idiots. Disgrace to Germany. The Ratzel's going to need to retreat down to 1 man, and there we go, he's finally getting some panzer grenades. I do think he can add some early, and that way, pressure the rifleman, but now because of the BARs out, the effect of the panzer is going to be a bit minimised. I mean, they're not going to be completely useless, but of course the rifleman will have a better chance of actually, dealing with the panzer grenadiers. Now, ooh, that was close there, suppressed them, but didn't quite, wipe out an entire grenadier squad.
We have been assigned fresh panzer
And there we go, Panzer Grenadiere. Fighting from here. I mean, I was about to say, if he does have a light machine gun, putting into that building is going to be absolutely daft because they're just not going to have any way back to providing any sort of serious firepower against the rifle. There we go. Still fighting on here. Out in the open, they've only had the MD-42 nearby here, but he doesn't. It's standing about here by the church. Apparently, these guys are a bunch of ardent Lutherans refusing to not fight near a church or something like that, anyways. Panzer is moving up here, advancing cover, good work, not in the middle of the bloody road, so if they get caught here, they've got the ditch to fight off from, and thereby also a bit of a car. There we go. Rather than changing the MD-42, if he just were on the right side of the cover, I think, I'd be a lot happy about that. Gonna need to get into cover, in Deckung, men, they are open. Ah, shit, what is it with you in cover? Do you have some kind of aversion to it? Pioneers moving up there, Flammenwerfer in hand, ready to burn away some Yankees. There you go, Pence goes on to fire from the Stuart light tank, the M5A1. Pence was need to retreat here. And that is Schnell. Pioneers nicely halted here by the captain and his attendant rear echelon squad. Taking up there, good. Could try and get some armor up there versus the armies. Maybe an initial Stug there to help hunt down the Stuart and deal with any other troops. I think that would be a good choice there for Sheepeh. Which would only be the cheaper option initially. Enter Deckung. Now tries to rifle grenade here. Will Danny realise it? Oh! Almost got the captain. And I've been halted by the MD-42. Closing in on veteran T2. Larger grenadier push there. Panzers reinforcing. Nope, they're not. And he's not building up the support required. Come on, Sheepeh. Get in the fight for you. Deutschland. You don't want to go making fun Rundstitz out, now would you? Grenadier suppressed. Pack out of the following way, closing in on veteran 2-1. And we got the major out here for Danny Boy. But support McCoy is also going up here for Sheepeh. Boy, no, that doesn't quite work. Also, with our choice of doctrine, it is recon support. When we got here some forward of service from the 82nd Airborne, ready to support here. Danny's forces, calling in a bit of artillery here. Blowing apart the wall. Mission complete. That wall is gone, sir. That wall is gone. God damn it, that's good. America. Isn't it great? MD42 firing with the Syndromes against the riflemen and then with the BR inside the building, doing some good damage there. Interesting enough, it's not calling into their Greyhound to say support is stood. I mean, they're actually a decent combo there. I've certainly seen players like Red Wings make decent use of it. There's no sign of that, anyways. And there we go. More artillery here. He's really calling in a lot of it all of a sudden. No, he's calling a decoy barrage. Oh, Danny, you cheeky bastard. Pack forward in there, quite angled, sort of properly protecting their there. Goes back to get cleared out. Oh dear. Rifleman and Pathfinders didn't go up, but they've got Panzers there firing back out in the open negative cover. The Panzers really taking no part there with the Sturmgewehrs. The Mächtiger Sturmgewehr. Recruited with his Pioneers. Thankfully, he didn't lose the squad there. We might get the Pathfinders for the Panzers. There we go. Rifleman almost wiped out as well. Pack 40 about cleared out again. And the Rifleman! Can he get them? Can he get them? White and the BAR, he can grab it. No, Sheepeh breaks, retreats. He's close again and be able to get a Stuke here. He should have a chance of dealing with the Stuart there. Rifleman holding about here with a larger force. You got BARs in the rear echelons now. That was bloody close there. Map control wise though, it's still looking like a American patchwork there for Sheepeh with blue and red all over the place. Closing in eventually there for the Panzer Grenadier, and Grenadiers moving up there to grab the BAR, the Browning automatic rifle, World War I era weapon, and then came the later stages of it. It was basically meant to support doing an advanced being able to be fired from the hip while walking. It largely though got used like a light machine gun though, as a sort of squad support weapon. Usually each infantry squad would have a BAR, and then sort of a Browning light machine gun was sort of a more platoon level weapon.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
So a few fun facts there. Captain flanking in. And there's Pioneers versus the Rifleman. Firing away there. Burning. It's the Amerikaner. And there we go. Panzer Grenadiers leading the way here for Deutschland. Closing in eventually to Rears come here. You could try and use volley fire on them, so of course that BR does help a bit with that. But no. Quick Gabaltelano. Blowing out a few pews. No sign of armor there. No Stuke. Come on. Let's Sheepeh get the Sturmgeschütz. Of course, it might be aiming here for the Panzer IV. But upon we just basically suggest going for the Sturmgeschütz, hunting down that suit as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, Sud here is annihilating his Grenadiers. Well, they're great at a Stuke. Sturmgeschütz. And it's wiped out with the Stuke, which is really doing quite well here for Danny. I mean, he's closing in on Vetchi 2 here already. And I think Danny's actually saving up here for the airdrop combat group. And there we go, Vetchi 2 for the Panzer Grenadiers. Sergeant Bauermann leading the way there for the rest of his unit against the Amerikaner. 9 Dieter, that is not an air guitar. Stop doing that, you're a German soldier.
To steal our sector.
Grabbing territory there, stillness on a Panzer IV. Getting that struck up. Had a bit of risky position there, And even getting the major BAR. Good lord.
The sector has been cut off.
BARs for everyone. Good hit there with a rifle grenade. Good launching there with the captain. I think he's really playing for that Panzer. I'm not entirely sure if that's a good idea. I think if Stuart again would be the sort of faster option for dealing with the Stuart on a slightly more mobile base. Of course, the Panzer IV could be as well, but Stuart would be far so bad, and he might not have lost that Grenadier squad to it. Stuart there firing away, closing in Vetch into 2 very close then, which is only going to make it more lethal as against the Vetch, well, accuracy and rate of fire bonus. And there we go, airdrop combat group in here for Danny Boy. Very suppressed here with the pack cards, that's diff. It hasn't actually done a lot of damage though, I mean that's the thing, it's just suppressing and really making a mess of things there for Sheepeh's troop, but there we go. Getting for Reinhardt. Panzer's enforcing, and there you go, Panzer on the way here for Sheepeh and the Kampfgruppe. Flying incendiary rounds. I mean, he's actually making good use of it, active use of incendiary rounds. So many players neglect that ability, but not Sheepeh. Thumbs up there. There you go. He's landing them right behind Sheepeh. Good lord, the stones on this man. I mean, he's literally dropping in a full combat group with an anti-tank gun right behind Sheepeh's.
The enemy is taking
Christ! Talk about confidence or just not caring. Sadly, of course, he dropped near the MG4, but the MG4 has been cleared out. Oh dear. Of course, now there's an anti-tank in here for Sheepeh to use against Danny. Panzer's moving ahead. Halfway to victory. 3 paratroopers here. I mean, they just took so many absurd losses there. So many dead within moments. And there we go. Panzer IV wipes out an entire unit of re-echelons there, plus a few of the captain's men. Vorwärts. Hauptsturmführer Otto leading the Panzer IV here from the 2nd SS, forming the Kampfgruppe, rolling vorwärts. And there we go, Stuart, light tank, 17 kills. Not too shabby.
We have lost the squad.
Grenadiers wiped out. It really needs to go on the offensive. Sheepeh needs to do some serious damage. Needs to avenge all those lost fighting for Deutschland and Endsieg. Getting more grenadiers. I really think you should consider getting more Panzer Grenadiers. I'll be grabbing territory. And he's not really getting any fuel points either. I mean, it does feel like to some extent that there's a slight problem with the Sheep's approach here to this map. But anyway, it's time for the mid-game analysis. Damage-wise, he's leading. Kill-wise, they are really close though, which is a bit problematic again considering, you know, technically, Danny's got the larger forces here. So, I mean, he should be taking notably more casualties, but they're actually rather close. That indicates there's a problem here in Sheepeh's approach here. Tactically, he's rather bleeding out here compared to Danny, which is a bit problematic. Army-wise, there again, we're noting he's actually been rather behind Danny for quite a chunk of the match here. Of course, the Panzer IV has helped out a bit, but clearly, I mean, the approach here that Sheepeh's been at has not been good, and we can again see sort of control-wise, he's... with the few exceptions, he's rather behind here as well. It's basically sort of Danny leading the way. In that sense, I think that's really the problem here. The way Sheepeh is approaching the map so far, at least, has been rather problematic. He just keeps sort of running about here. There's no real focus. There's just no decision of, I want to hold this and I will die fighting for it. Instead, he just, no, here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being able to do. Just say, okay, this isn't working. I need to change approach. The problem is, though, he doesn't even try. He just said, okay, I'll go here, I'll go here, I'll go here. He spreads out. There's no focus, no real plan in a sense from Sheepeh. And that basically allows Danny to sort of really run with the map, push him back, and he doesn't really get a lot of fuel either. Danny, on the hand, gets plenty of fuel. He gets plenty of resources compared to Sheepeh. So in that sense, Sheepeh is really hurting himself in several ways because there's just no real point he's fighting from. He needs to decide, do I want the eastern or do I want the western fuel point, and he needs to decide on it, and he needs to fight from it. Otherwise, he's just going to drive himself into absolute ruin. He also needs to decide on a bloody doctrine. I mean, right now, again, mobile defense will probably be a good one, or elite troops, both offer a pan-tactician, but they also, you know, either sort of more for the infantry, or he's just, you know, more for the, well, holding territory, I suppose. Command tanks, Pumas, all that, a few cheaper options, what the Panzer IV, or of course, obviously here, Tigers in the Union. But he needs to choose one, he needs to choose it soon. If he chooses this one, use troop training a bit, you know, get some troops up there, get out a 2nd Panzer Squad, train it up, and get out a Stuke, train it up, before considering maybe afterwards that getting a Tiger Ace out. Either way, a decision needs to be made there for Sheepeh, otherwise it's going to go down like the Bismarck. Also, consider laying down some Telemite to chip up any enemy vehicles or armor, that would also help, and grab that anti-tank gun, turn it against Danny. I mean, really, grab it, use it, shoot up some panzers, tanks. So, for Danny, what can he do? I mean, he's overall leading quite well. He's got a larger force to an extent, he's getting a Jackson, he's got the Stuart, which he's really done quite well with. At this point, I would say, you know, have the crew switch out there, have the 19 kills, veteran 2 Stuart, pop into the Jackson, get that more veterans right off the bat, allowing it to at least have veterans in 1. And the better armor piercing rounds for increased penetration, but also increased damage, and that way begin hunting down Sheepeh's armor more aggressively. After that, considering out a Sherman, and that way in having a nice combined arms force sort of pressure against Sheepeh. Otherwise, attack from the flanks, or attack a bit from here. And I was trying to make more of the paratroopers there with the jump submachine guns, as they are quite effective, in particular utilised properly here with their grenades and the likes. Otherwise, more BARs for the men he's already got, you know. I mean, there's room for plenty more. In fact, even these paratroopers can get more BARs. I mean, double BAR all the way if you can. So I definitely think I'd benefit Danny quite a bit there if he could do that. But I should keep up the pressure on the flanks, and I was trying to deny Sheepeh as much territory as humanly possible. So, let's return to the fight here and see what actually happens. Going for the cut-off, going to push back with a pack howitzer. Veterans 1, 6 kills. M36 Jackson tank destroyer rolls up for Danny.
The supply line just got cut off.
Armed with a 90mm gun, the same which actually utilised on the Pershing tank. Fun fact there, Panzer IV moving about. A few shots there. He could, by the way, consider upgrading the Panzer IV with a Pendulum machine gun. You got the Jacks moving in there. Stuart moving up. Ooh, close there to try and use some cell shots. Sadly, couldn't quite get to work there. Popped it a bit too early there, unfortunately. And there we go. Jackson fires. Panzer IV needs to pull back. Back, pushing up here. Panzer versus block troops there. Bundle grenade! Bundle grenade! Ah, too late, too late. Needing to cover though. For some reason, Sheepeh is rather reluctant towards using cover whenever necessary. And there you go. Jackson half health, damaged engine, but still got the rapidly dominating, pushing back the Grenadiers quite handsomely. And the Panzer Grenadiers end up retreating here. Sheepeh fighting on two separate fronts, which is certainly making it a bit harder for him to make any sort of concrete decisions against Danny here. Causing him to lose territory and of course continue fuel because he's still not really controlling any fuel point very solidly. No tech up here. I don't think that's necessary. Need to get that Panzer IV repaired rather quickly. And they're going to need to push up there against the Americans. We've got a few paratroops hanging about there beneath the trees, hoping no Germans realise there's only those three guys and only one of them got a rifle. And even that's a carbine. Large push here, paratroopers, Major and the re-echelons. And then going before in the church, he's actually gotten himself a new one after long with the previous one. Veteran within the glass. Oh, good hit there. Really did some serious damage with the rifle grenade. Leaving behind only the paratroopers, they get just shot down there by the MG-42. Retreats the Grenadiers, schnell. Not repairing the Panzer IV still. Jackson ready and repaired. Stewart still not switching crews. I mean, it's an ability a lot of people tend to forget. I mean, you can basically take sort of again, the light vehicle's done a lot, but you know, you got a lot of veterans there. Put it onto a higher vehicle and then sort of switch over towards the end game towards that. Or for example, you're taking all that veterans in a light tank and you know, putting it towards a tank store, which all of a sudden becomes quite more effective, a lot faster. But almost veterans you see here for the Panzer Grenadiers, almost. B-42's there. Pack 40 advancing a bit on his own though. He's still not grabbing that anti-tank gun, by the way. Oof. Poor Wilhelm there, get absolutely shattered by the pack howitzer.
Warning orders, gang.
Close going to be able to get Stroop there, Mr. Sheepeh. Still no sign of a doctrine from Sheepeh. Still no sign. Troops out in the open. Re-echelons and the captain doing a bit of damage there. Quick rifle grenade, but easily dodged by the mighty re-echelons there. Oh, they actually got double BARs. Good work there, Danny. Good work. And there we go, catching the pack out. Might be able to warm it up. Of course, we've got to do it right now. Oh, wipes half the Panzer Grenadier squad, which gains veteran free though. That's something. That was a bit unfortunate. Grenadiers moving up. And the Major got cut down there. A major offset for Danny. Which of these units got wiped out. More Pathfinders out here for Danny. Of the INR, which stands for Intelligence and Reconnaissance. Almost got the pack out, but not quite. We got the pack 40 spawning. The pack 40 pulled back here in the face of the Jackson. It's 90mm gun there. Good hit on the Stewart. Halfway to Vet 73, and then before fighting against paratroops, just sawing them apart in the opening. Sometimes it'll be good. No sign of that though. No sign of that. Go paratroopers cut apart up close. And pinned down. Very quick, gaining a lot of experience there thanks to the educational nature of shooting at paratroops, I suppose you'd call it. More incendiary rounds. Oh dear, Pathfinder's moving up. He could try and call in a barrage there. He could try and call in an artillery barrage. And there we go, there we go. Need to get out of that church. Except he didn't, not in time. Church collapses and tombs the MG-42 crew, which he just reached retreat to. He's also found quite a bit of manpower there. Panzer's got fuel, he's got manpower. Get out of Stug. He's not even chosen a doctrine. I think he's playing for a Tiger race, but you know, get out some Panzers first. Get out of Stug, get out something before he call in the ace.
Securing our territory.
Otherwise, Sheepeh is going to be hurt quite a bit then, missing out on opportunities to really percent more equipment there versus Danny. There you go, Vexy 317 kills for Deutschland. Quick rock grenade. 18 kills, Stuart moves in there rapidly, swiftly. So close to Vexy 3. Wow, everybody keeps missing the Stuart. And there we go, stun rounds. Allowing the Stuart to escape the Panzer IV here. Well, oh, Jackson almost got it. Almost got the Stuart. The main gun destroyed. Jackson might be in here. Panzer IV needs to go away. Panzer IV needs to go away. And he's still not recruiting the anti-tank gun. What are you thinking, Sheepeh? I mean, Danny actually made a huge tactical mistake here. And you're not punishing him for it. But the Jackson is a relentless hunter here. Unlike Sheepeh, it seems. And he's about to get that Panzer IV. Got the captain moving for the other side. And his Panzer IV moving in. There's no chance for the Panzer IV. Anti-tank not nearby. And there we go. Panzer IV kaput, and the Jackson gets away without a bit of damage. Pack 40 crew annihilate in the process. Quick Panzerfaust there. Does stop the Jackson for a bit, but nothing over so serious. And now he's lost the MP-42 right in midst down his troops. This is turning into a bit of disaster here for Sheepeh. Pack 40, MD-42 lost there to the Americans. Bombing pushed back here by the mighty Grenadiers, fighting their way through Germany. BAR and LMG-42 singing out here across the square and fields. Joe and Leroy and Jenkins falling down pretty quickly in succession. But he's really intent on getting that Tiger race now. I think he actually called up some fresh Grenadiers, the Panzer Grenadiers. Got Stuart there again on the hunt. He's waiting for that ace. He's 100 manpower away from it. 100 manpower. Stuart there. Betsy 325 kills. That Stuart has been an absolutely amazingly great investment there for Danny. Really. 25 kills. 26 actually. Veteran to 3. And again, he needs to stop that crew into Jackson and just get it really good that way quickly.
The enemy is taking our territory.
And there we go. He can call in the ace here. A last desperate attempt here, I think, by Sheepeh. Can it save him out of the mess he's placed himself, or will it simply put enough? We're getting a strum there from Danny. There's, I suppose, might be a slight chance there. Of course, there's still a Jackson. There's still a Stuart, which could stand the Tiger's line. Jackson just moves it down to a quick rough grenade, and good hit there. And there we go. The ace shatters the rear echelons. Might get the Major in the process. Might get the Major. Almost got him. Almost. And there we go. The Major's wiped. Tiny victory for Deutschland. Needs to get, of course, some troops support it, but at the same time he can't afford to play past him. Once you get the Tiger race, you need to be aggressive, because you're just basically bleeding out in terms of resources. So you can't afford to go defensive with the Tiger race. If you do that, you're basically handing over the fight here. And of course, in this case, we see that Danny was able to just stop the Sherman in time and get our Jackson sets. Now he's pretty much preparing to hard counter the Tiger race. So Sheepeh really needs to be careful now and again. He needs to be pushing forward again. That's also why he probably should have gone for some extra units before getting the ace out again. More Panzer Grenadiers, perhaps some with troop chaining them, and then of course a Stu Gates, but not Stu Gates, but just a Stu. Instead, that's not quite what's happening. Tigers, they're rumbling about on the battlefield. Captain rather than moving about.
Capture point is under attack.
Of course, there are many actual Tiger races throughout the war, though not many actually managed to survive the war. And some of them actually ended up commanding other units, like say the Jagdtiger, for which they weren't actually, quite having so much fun, because they simply weren't used to sort of operating tank destroyers and such. So a little fun fact there, of course, one of the ones that did survive was Artillerius actually ended up commanding a Jagdtiger. There you go, Pedram against the Pioneers. We've got a bit of fighting on the right side. Here's some the Grenadiers. And again, no, he's just really holding back that Tiger. He's doing some damage there, but it's not a lot there. And again, it's giving, Danny more time to prepare and deal with it, instead of just, causing him to get a bit flustered. We got some G43s up here now for Sheepeh as well. Imagine he went for that doctrine a lot earlier. He might have been able to get a lot more out of it. He could have used stun grenades, G43s earlier. He could have used troop training early. Instead, you know, it was a last desperate measure here from Sheepeh. And again, it might work. You know, it might work. Danny could panic. He could make some mistakes that could allow the target to pull through. But I mean, if he plays even just semi-competently, that target is not going to do much. So they're engaging, and the suit is really just an absolute menace here. 27 kills, 29, 30 kills. I mean, that Stuart's going to get a Medal of Honor at this rate. Really hard to see a Stuart that's just that effective. And really well played there by Danny. And grabbing a light machine gun for the crew. Look at this, Joe, a souvenir. Yeah, just wipe the blood off it. I don't want that inside the tank. Please.
Tiger, the enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
There you go, third Jax. I mean, Danny again just basically realising. And again, no, he's not, you know, going in for this rapid. He's just allowing this to rot, just gets more resources, gets a large advantage as a C4, then goes in for the killing blow here, I guess. Which again works out nice because the further the fight is drawn out, the more Sheepeh is at a disadvantage. Again, he needs to be aggressive, but for whatever reason, Sheepeh is just not aggressive.
The enemy is taking our territory.
As they continue to do what they can here for Deutschland, because they're pulling up behind some chairs and such. The trouble is, that's not really much of a defense versus the mächtiger Panzergrenadiers. Die Besten in die Welt. Still flanking in there. Cancels about. More rifleman now the BS. There goes. Tiger H moves in. Can he get the suit? There goes. Stun rounds. Vision block. Jackson could be moving in and trying to get out. The mighty Tiger. Outdone by a Stuart light tank. Veterans 1-on-1, Jackson. That's bad news for the Tigers, and that means increased damage and penetration, meaning the Tiger's going to have an even harder time. He needs to get repaired. He needs to grab that anti-tank gun. Come on, Sheepeh.
We are losing a sector.
At least the Panzergrenadiers are working out for him. I just wish he'd gone for more. But I'm sure Danny's quite happy he didn't go for more. So Nazi hits it on the MG42. Crew Tiger Ace moves in. Swings its mighty 88mm gun. Same as on the Flak 88.
Enemy forces are securing
Potent.
our territory.
Dangerous. Feared. Good Panzerfaust there against Jackson. And there we go, of course, the bane of German infantry, the Stuart light tank.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Trying to get to cover there in safety. Oh, almost got lost there. Paratroopers are moving in. Veteran G2, 5 kills, quick connect against the Pioneers. Good hit from the Ace. We've got Jackson moving up. There you go, firing away. No armor piercing rounds there. Pack 40 opens up. Just not well aimed. And there you go, Tiger Ace down to half health already. Tisk tisk. Come on, Sheepeh. And there you go, paratroopers moving in. But there you go, Stuart supporting the paratroopers. The Panzergrenadiers are still making short, and paratroopers out in the open. The Panzergrenadiers are having a very easy time of this. Very easy time. 23 kills. Scheiße!
Tiger. Heavy Panzer, ready for orders.
Quick Grenadier lost there. Danny continues the pressure. So much armor. Mostly tank destroyers there. Which generally sort of serve mostly a defensive role once the German army penetrate, they become sort of deal with. They could also in rare occasions support actual offences, but mostly Shermans will basically just rely to sort of deal with armor when attacking on their own. It's rather how American doctrine saw it.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And he's getting a 4th Jackson. I think that might be overkill. A 4th Jackson though from Danny, but I suppose in his world there's no kill like overkill. Which, come to think of it, seems to be American doctrine, more or less. There go Paratroopers running away with their Thompson submachine guns. And he's finally getting a stronger shots. I just wish he'd gone for it sooner. And again, I'm sure Danny's quite happy he didn't. That was close, good thing they got out of there. Depressed. MD4 in the scene there to help deal with the paratroopers.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Quick grenade there collapses the house. And panzers are getting shredded out in the open. Pat Cowitzer, re-echelons, and of course the paratroopers just toasting them with shots. Holding on to the victory point. The victory point is not good there for Sheepeh either. He finally got some troop chain. He's went for the Stug. Veterans, you won. You up. That's the way. That's. Oh no! What are you doing, Sheepeh? Keep it behind the Tiger. Behind the Tiger. Have it supported. Use it to disable at least one of the Jacks so he can at least handle the others rest and get the other anti-tank and recruit man.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
But 4 Jacksons? That's absurd. Because they're taking a murderous pounding there from the MD4 turning around. We've got Pioneers moving up there. Flammenwerfer in hand. Stuart moving up as well here. He's saving the Duke and the Tiger here. Careful, careful, Sheepeh. He also could really benefit from some telemines, you know, sort of trying to catch some of the enemy armor, and that would really benefit Sheepeh. And we got Elric Cons in here, quickly an idea here of where Sheepeh's position, how he's positioned. No, the Stuke first. There's too many Jacksons, there we go! And Keith Jolly World did it straight into the Jacksons, annihilated in a matter of moments.
The enemy has destroyed a
Sheepeh wisely realised he's not going to move his Tiger in that direction without getting absolutely horribly murdered, but he's still got a pack 40 of his low health, and he's not using the other anti-tank gun. Still. Despite that would be one of the better counters to the Jacksons, since it can't hurt in return. Quick stun grenade there, Panzer's moving ahead. Stuart opening up there, 32 kills. Don't tell me he's activating up the ace. Oh, Lord, 33 kills. He's actually separating his Tiger now. He just saw his Stuke get turned into a piece of scrap metal in a matter of seconds, and then decides the wisest decision is to separate his Tiger from the rest of his force. And of course, right here, Danny realizes that Sheepeh has made a grave judgment, error of judgment, calling in here Stuart having it shell shot the Tiger Ace. Tiger Ace pops smoke, but that only allows the Jackson to quickly clear up on it. He's trying to blitz away, but the Jackson moving further side there. Use the armor piercing rounds, use the armor piercing rounds, there you go! Big pass from him, trying to get onto the rearm that scoop, at the same time allows the Tiger to move ahead, forwards. So you got the pack 40 here, but wrong direction. The other one's still not there. And the Stuart, of course, then clears out the anti-tank in a matter of seconds. 34 kills. Tiger got hit there, MD42 firing away. Back out to firing. Almost got the Tiger Ace down to his level of health, and there you go, Sheepeh surrenders. Game over. The Kampfgruppe Gruber was shattered, broken, and spread across here the Angerville checkpoint. Danny rolls over him with a parade of Jacksons and some absolutely devious Stuart work. I mean, really, that Stuart was pretty much the unit of this fight. It really did so much damage here to Sheepeh, and it kept, you know, making a mess of his Panther IV and his Tiger Race. Alright, here for Sheepeh again. It was partly the way he approached the map, which really again ensured he didn't get a lot of resources, allowed Danny to get most of the resources. Had he changed that approach again, just been a bit more focused, I think Sheepeh could have stood a much better hand there. Also, just getting a Panther IV there, then trying to play for a Tiger Ace, rather poor choice. He should have at least gotten some more armor out there, and he should have chosen the Doctrine much sooner. Had he done that, you know, a Tiger later on would have been more viable. Instead, you know, the way he did it, in fact, he pretty much just told Danny, spam Jacksons and roll me. are all over me. Not too well there. So, I mean, while Sheepeh played nicely in some ways, strategically, it just wasn't too sound in the longer run. It basically gave Danny the advantage as things went on there. So, ultimately, Sheepeh basically got wiped out. I mean, the Panthers were a good choice, and there was some other good choices here, and good use of incendiary rounds, but, you know, there were just too many things missing here in the sense that just allowed Danny, who made good use of BARs, his troops there, good use of the suit. Again, that suit really was absolutely excellent, and other things that he just slowly overcome Sheepeh. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gives you ideas on matches. If it did, want to subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send it in a replay on or provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers, thank you all for watching, and hope to see you all another time. Bye.